What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here with some more Borderlands, the pre-sequel, pre-release coverage. And if you haven't been following my channel or Borderlands news in general, and you don't know what the Borderlands Pre-Sequel is, it is a Borderlands game that takes place between Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, and it's taken 4 NPCs from Borderlands 1 and 2, bringing them back as playable characters. And we've already gone over Athena from the General Knox DLC, Wilhelm from Borderlands 2, and Claptrap from pretty much everything that Borderlands has ever done. Ever. So, today, we're going to be talking a little bit about the 4th playable character, and that's going to be Nisha the Lawbringer, who, if you played Borderlands 2, might remember as the Sheriff of Lynchwood. I'm not even lying about that. That is 100% true. Nisha is the Sheriff of Lynchwood, and that is pretty awesome because she is a very cool character inside of Borderlands 2, and she actually drops some pretty cool weapons like the Law and the Sheriff's Badge, which I hope, I swear to God, please 2K and Gearbox, put the Sheriff's Badge as a skill in Nisha's skill tree for us, because I love pistols. I love fucking things up. And the Sheriff's Badge was actually one of the greater relics inside of Borderlands 2. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a little bit of Nisha's history, how she came in Borderlands 2, how she reacts and affects the story of Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, and then do a little bit of speculation of how I think she's going to play out as a character. So, in Borderlands 2, we first meet the Sheriff of Lynchwood when we visit Lynchwood. So, we find out that the Sheriff and Handsome Jack were responsible for destroying New Haven and forcing all their residents to relocate or die. Now, if you didn't play Borderlands 1, New Haven was the hub city of Borderlands 1, sort of how Sanctuary was your hub city of Borderlands 2. So, her and Handsome Jack forced everybody out of that city, destroyed it, and burned it to the ground. Now, from what we've seen and heard from the echoes and also from the dialogue over top the loudspeaker in Lynchwood, she is definitely a capable character who's confident in her abilities, and she's not gonna back down from a fight, even with a motherfucking Vault Hunter, because she killed Brick's puppy Dusty right in front of him with her bare hands, and she taunts the Vault Hunters constantly over the loudspeakers that if they have a problem with the way she's running Lynchwood, or with her or Handsome Jack, to come and fight her down on Main Street. And as if that wasn't bad enough, she also has a romantic history with Handsome Jack. So, considering the fact that Moxie was married to Handsome Jack between Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, and there was 5 years between Borderlands 1 and 2, it seems like Nisha and Moxie might have a little bit of drama and tension there, since that seems like such a short span of time for somebody to be married to somebody and also pick up a pretty new girlfriend. And they're both pretty hot. So, at the very least, I'm hoping there's a few missions inside of the game dedicated towards not only invading New Haven and destroying it, but fighting and capturing Brick. Maybe even a scene where she kills the puppy in front of him. That, you think that might be going a little bit too far? I don't know. We have Tiny Tina yelling, "Burn all the babies," and blowing up trains. We have Roland taking a shot right through the chest from Jacob's pistol, which actually, it might be the Sheriff of Lynchwood's pistol. We'll talk about that in just a few seconds. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of these storylines, or maybe even the destruction of Moxie's Underdome, since she seems to have been involved in all 3 of these events, the Sheriff of Lynchwood, with the destruction of towns and cities, and that means she's probably gonna be a badass character, and I purposely left her as the last character to take a look at in hopes that Gearbox or 2K would show us a little bit more about her. But we've had 4 official news releases and trailers and videos since then, and the only thing we can officially say is that she's shown dual-wielding 2 Jacob's pistols. and it's always fucking Jacob's pistols inside of her hand. So I'm pretty sure that we can go ahead and say that since Nisha is always shown holding 2 Jacob's pistols, and if you take a look at Nisha's official cosplay guide that was released by 2K, it does show her actual pistol revolvers that she carries on her, and none of the other characters that they released cosplay guides for had any other weapons that weren't actually part of their character guide. So, like Athena, she had her sword. You also had Wilhelm, he had his like top laser cannon that goes on his shoulder. Those are weapons that they are known to carry. So, it looks like that Nisha is always gonna have these specific revolvers that are probably tied to her action skill instead of giving her the option to dual wield any 2 weapons in a game. And, you know, that seems like it's a pretty good way to keep a dual wielding character in the game without worrying about game breaking mechanics like the Gunzerker's offhanded weapon sharing glitches, which has not been fixed in Borderlands 2 because Gearbox says that that's an actual problem with the Unreal Engine. There's nothing they could really do about it. They don't really have any control over patching it. They've tried patching it multiple times unsuccessfully, and that's why weapon merge and stacking and offhanded never really got patched. They're still in the game, and Gearbox says they are legitimate tactics because there's nothing that they can actually fucking do about it. So, I mean, it seems like it would make a lot of sense that these pistols are tied to Nisha as her action skill, and will most likely be upgradable through Nisha's skill tree. As the cosplay guide shows, she does have standard Jacob's pistols, but in the trailer, they looked pretty blinged out, kind of like the Unforgiven Pearlescent from Borderlands 2. So I'm hoping that she's kind of like Wilhelm, to where the more you bling out her pistols and upgrade them through the skill tree, the cooler and nastier that they get looking on her. Maybe the fact that you might be able to pick a scope for it, or whatever type of, attachments for this gun. I think that would be, real interesting if they handle it that way. Now, like I said, this is all pure speculation. We know absolutely nothing about Nisha, except for the fact that she's Jack's girlfriend. She is the sheriff of Lynchwood eventually, and she's pretty fucking mean. Like, every single one of her rules in Lynchwood results in death. And that's why Deputy Winger is always yelling over the loudspeaker in Lynchwood not to break her fucking rules. He's like, oh my god, you're gonna get yourself fucking killed. It's just best not to piss off the sheriff of Lynchwood. But I'm really looking forward to her, because I love pistol gunslinging characters. And even though Salvador was that style character in Borderlands 2, I really liked what Zero was able to do with pistols and the sheriff's badge. And I really hope the sheriff's badge comes back as a skill on Nisha's skill tree, because it's an amazing boost, and it deserves to be on the skill tree. And it would be a nice little throwback Easter egg to Borderlands 2 at the same possible time. But, you know, it's still possible that they might make her able to dual wield any other weapon besides these Jacob pistols, but it just seems unlikely after seeing how broken Salvador was. Now, I'm not saying broken in a bad way. Salvador was extremely strong, and in my opinion, every character should have been as strong as Salvador, even though I know everyone's gonna say, oh my god, when you compel them, that's fine, everybody's strong in their own fucking right. Yeah, everybody's strong in their own fucking right, but Salvador can just face roll the entire game without much thinking. But seeing the way that that Salvador kind of really just, his mechanics were a little bit too lax, I think it's safe to say that she's gonna have static Jacob revolver pistols, and the scaling of these, pistols should probably be about like 2 to 4 levels above what she's actually scaled at. So just to keep them powerful and make sure that, you know, as she's scaling up, they don't become useless. 'Cause that would be pretty shitty. But they have to stay stronger than what your enemies are, because if they're gonna be a static weapon as an action skill, they're gonna have to be pretty fucking strong. So, like I said, remember, this is just all speculation based on the evidence given to us already, but from what we've seen with the Sheriff of Lynchwood, it seems like this is a pretty good direction to start looking in as to what we're going to probably be seeing from E3 with the Sheriff of motherfucking Lynchwood. And I hope we get to see some more press releases from 2K, Gearbox, on the matter, because this is the one fucking character I'm really fucking interested in. I haven't released shit on it. I haven't released shit on Claptrap either. God damn it. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. This is just a little bit of a history lesson about the Sheriff of Lynchwood, I guess, and also what I think she's going to be inside the pre-sequel. But nonetheless, it's pretty safe to say, from what they're showing of all these characters so far, they're going to be pretty fucking strong. And this game is looking pretty fucking awesome. So, like I said, my name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you guys later.